Hey, hey. Give me one sec. I'm just taking a minute to set everything up. Hello. Alrighty. Let's get the setup ready. Can you hear me well, by the way, whoever is here? I'm gonna give us a minute. Hi. So today we are doing 2-in-1. We are doing your donation readings. I have 2 people in the queue so far. I've got Fatima and I believe Alana. Let me check. Yes. And we're gonna see what's happening next week. One sec, I'm just getting my charger. Is Fatima or Alana here? Well, we're gonna do your live readings in probably around 20 minutes. Once I finish checking in with the weekly vibe. But let's put you on a list. I'll place it right here. Can anyone tell me if you can hear me well or there is any issue with the sound? Hi, pal. Alright, let's start shuffling and getting your piles ready. Thank you, Gia. Okay, let's see what is up with you next week we're gonna have. Where does your main focus lie? Pile number 1. I want 2 cards each. Pile number 2. And pile number 3. So as usual, take your time, see which number resonates with you the most, 1, 2, or 3. I will give you a minute. And let's go. We are starting with pile 1. Let's see where your focus lies. Group number 1 next week we're gonna have. We have naivety and we have positive outcome. Okay. Okay. We're gonna be using the texture tarot. For now, I'm going to place this on a side so it doesn't disturb you all. Let's push it right here. And let's see. I'm gonna take reversals for pile number 1. I don't often do that. 10 of Wands reversed, Page of Swords reversed, the 10 of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, the High Priestess. Bottom of the deck, by the way, we have the World card. And we have Heart Chakra with Grace. Okay, let me tap in. Okay, mainly, next week we're gonna have, where does your focus lie? A lot of you are trying to look at life in such a positive light that sometimes you're gonna have to watch out for that. If you go, say for example, if you go shopping and there is a lottery ticket and you go, listen, I don't have much money, but I'm gonna buy a lottery ticket that costs $10, for example. Your cards are saying, let's not be so positive about that. Basically, watch it, okay? Your cards are saying, yeah, let your inner child out for a walk, for a run, but those who tend to be, and you know you are a little bit naive, be a bit more realistic next week. I'm not saying here that you need to be pessimistic about your outcomes. That's not the case. Your cards are saying basically avoid being naive when dealing with people, when dealing with business. If there is a contract that you're about to sign, read the small font. If there is anything that requires professional advice or help, don't just be like, yeah, I'll be fine. I'm just gonna sign this. Ask for professional help, someone who knows what they're talking about. Same with finances. If, say, you have a sum of money coming in and you're not really good at managing your finances, seek for help from someone who knows how to do that and who has built a portfolio, okay? Now, I'm seeing someone receiving a gift next week, and most likely from a family member or someone who feels like a family. If this is not you, then you are giving a gift to someone. There is a very nice gesture coming from someone that someone lives with or someone who feels like a family. I'm seeing an upcoming party for someone here as well. It seems that people will have a great time. What's important in regards to this gathering or party is a very nice environment. There is something to do with design, interior, the actual spot itself that wows someone. So I don't know if someone is into design here, could be, or likes aesthetically pleasing things. But if that's the case and people are throwing a party for this individual, that would be really important for them. It's a great time in general to get people together, okay? You're gonna have a lot of fun. If you've been thinking about a family gathering, do that, organize it the next week. Some of you have it organized already or thinking about those plans. I do see it in your cards. Now, Grace card says, trigger statement, what do they have that I don't? True statement, we're all special. Allow your inner critic to be silenced as you find perfection in yourself and those around you. Now, this is for my people who tend to judge themselves a bit too much. Next week, that's not going to be helpful for you because it can basically throw you off track. Your cards are saying maybe it's not your time right now, but your time will arrive. And for you to be dwelling on something that didn't happen to you or is not happening for a while, say you keep trying but you lose, or whatever the case, it's saying that your time is coming and there is no need for you to focus on the tension of the situation. Next week, you may feel a bit more drawn to looking slightly differently. There is something about the way your body looks or the way you dress. You may want to change it up. So for some people, if you are trying to build a nice physique, next week you're going to be doing it more intensely. Those who have dropped it, you will want to come back to it. Working out or being a bit more physically active. If that's not the case, then it's all about your outfits, how you dress, how you show up in the world, okay? So that's what we have for pile number 1, overall energy. One more thing before we go. Next week, it seems that you're reviewing your responsibilities, and if there is something that you know you kept doing or pushing that does not bring any positive feedback or anything resourceful for you, you're going to want to drop it. So it's a really good time for a lot of you to review your priorities and look at what needs to be ticked off first instead of being chaotic and trying to do everything all at once. Know what's the most important thing for you during that day or during that week and cross those tasks first, tick it off, and then move. If you have enough time, then move to the other tasks. Okay? Why I'm saying that, because otherwise you can be overwhelmed. And it's important next week for you to be in balance, mentally as well as physically. Let's continue. On pile 2 now. By the way, probably will butcher your name, I'm so sorry, but Shavita, I got your booking. You're going to be third, okay? I have 2 people in front of you. The first person has 3 questions, so I'll spend a bit more time with them. Pile 2. Focus. We're going to be using the Triple Goddess Tarot for y'all. Wait, my camera is shifted a bit. Let's move it that way. No. Better. Okay, what's up with you all? Okay, 7 of Cups, 6 of Cups. The Sun. 5 of Pentacles. 4 of Cups. The Lovers. Another 6. 6 of Pentacles. And let me adjust you slightly. Bottom of the deck we have a Fool. I know the LEDs are casting the light right here, but I cannot do anything about it. Pile 2. Focus point. Okay, this is gonna be a little bit deep, group number 2. Next week is a great time to resolve any issues in your relationship, especially relationship with one of the parents or both of the parents. Meaning, for example, if you have a cold relationship with your mother or your father, it's a good time for you to get together and spend a bit more cozy time. Either invite them to your home, either invite them for a coffee. This is a week when people want to build relationships or fix relationships. And it's very connected to those relationships that truly matter. This is not a relationship, say, an example. That's not what I'm talking about. Someone who you dated for a month, then you split up. It's been like half a year. This is not that type of situation where you want to amend that or come back to that. This is a person or people with whom you have spent quite a lot of time being around. Next week there is almost like a couple of days you may feel a bit down, and I feel like for most of you it's very likely connected to finances. Maybe that stresses you out, maybe something happened, I don't know, something broke in your home or car, and you have to have extra money. Let's see what is the best advice for you in this situation. In general, pile number 2 next week is being invited to put a bit of money on a side if you can, or start doing that. Have it like your routine, something that you do weekly. Would it be, I don't know, $2, $10, however much you can, to put it in the emergency fund, because this is needed. Otherwise, if there is an extra expense of some sort, it can throw you off track, and then you go into a freeze mode or into a stress mode, and we have a situation that is not very, is not very pleasant here. Watch out for any drama with your colleagues next week, especially if there is an individual with who you don't tend to get along, or you don't understand each other really well, or you have very different personalities and you tend to clash. Most likely this will be a woman. But your cards are saying there is no need to get heated with this individual. Brush it off, ignore it. It's not gonna bring, pick your fights. Pick your fights. A lot of you next week will be thinking about your purpose, why you're here, what you're supposed to do, where you want to work, what's your hobby, in general, where to lead yourself in terms of purpose. Note down any ideas that may come through, because those will be important. Make sure that you don't leave it in your head, because you may forget about it. And I really feel whatever you're going to think of in terms of your purpose next week, you may want to look at it a little bit more seriously. Next week, you're being asked to change your environment a bit more. Plan a trip, get out of the house. I don't know if you tend to spend a lot of time indoors. Say if you work from home, your cards are saying do something different. Shift the energy, meaning, I don't know, go swimming, go visit another town. Doesn't matter how close to your home it is, how far away. Visit a building you never been before, or a cafe or a restaurant. A change of environment for pile number 2 is greatly beneficial next week, because it's gonna shake you up a little bit and motivate you and kind of give you a new spark, if that makes sense. Yeah, I looked at the bottom of a deck when I looked at the mother card. Someone has quite a karmic relationship with a mother, and it seems that amending that relationship is one of your tasks the next week. Making sure you use a throat chakra to talk about things maybe you never talked about, to express yourself, to be vulnerable. But that's overall for pile number 2 what I got. Let's continue. Also, watch your sleep, because some of you are not sleeping enough. And next week you will need that. Your body may be already giving you signals that your body needs more rest. All right. By the way, Shannon, I got your booking, and Tyler, hi Tyler, I have your booking as well. Let's continue with pile number 3. And thank you for sending me your question to a live chat, so I don't have to chase you later. Okay. Pile 3. Interesting. Pile 2 we had a mother. Pile 3 we have a father. Let's see what is up with you all. And I want to use the Steampunk Tarot for you. What's up with pile 3 next week? We're gonna have the Fool, 7 of Cups, 3 of Wands, Magician, High Priestess, Strength, 10 of Pentacles, Judgment. Bottom of a deck, 3 of Pentacles. Okay, let's move it up a bit. Pile 3, next week you want to be carefree. That is your main energy overall. You want to chase your happiness with a Fool card. You want to take risks. You want to go bungee jumping. You want to tick off your bucket list. It's that week, and that week is actually beneficial for you to do so, because your inner child will be screaming, I want to go and do things that I always wanted to do. So it's a really good time to tick off your bucket list. And also Plan ahead. I feel like next week you may be thinking about what you want to do routinely or traditionally. What I mean by that, say for example, every month, once a month, I'm going to do something that I've always wanted to try. And it can be anything really. Next week is a great time to start doing that because that's going to help you live a bit more colorful life. Your cards are saying this is not the week for you to get stuck in a routine and just see homework, homework. Have a better balance between the fun and work. Father is coming through here. I really feel that this is not for all of you. This is for someone particular, either a grandfather or father, maybe visit. I'm talking to those who have lost them. Because grandpa comes through with the same energy like a father sometimes, especially if you are close with them. But someone's grandpa or father is visiting them the next week. So you may notice weird signs, or there's gonna be, I don't know, you get in a car and it's their favorite song playing and you have a weird feeling about it. You go, I just thought of them, for example. Your cards are saying watch out for signs from someone who has crossed over, particularly a male that you were close to. They will pass by to say hello, okay? Watch out for any injuries, especially my people who tend to be clumsy next week, okay? Especially your hands and your feet. You may be in a rush and you may injure yourself, and in order to avoid that, it's better to be safe than sorry, okay? And for those people who go, okay, I'm just gonna try and get all of the groceries back home at once instead of taking going back one more time. Your cards are saying, especially if your back is bad, don't do that. Take a lighter load and come back for it. Basically, we're being shown a person who tends to rush and doesn't watch their body, and there might be a situation where you get hurt, okay? So I'm not saying this is a must, that's definitely going to happen. I'm saying watch out for that, especially if you know that you tend to do that, okay? There is no need to create more discomfort in your life. For my witches, my shamans here, next week is going to be great in terms of your work, especially if you do it professionally. It seems that you're attracting quite a lot of people who need your help and your advice. And in general, it's going to be quite an intuitive week. You will feel much more connected to your gut and to your higher self than the weeks prior. So it's also a great week for any manifestation routines, for setting any intentions, making the mood boards, cleansing your home, doing witchcraft, all of that jazz. Quite strong energy next week for you to do so, and you're pretty tapped in and you're able to see or feel a bit more than in the past couple of weeks. It's basically a week where you're growing spiritually as well. Now, one more thing. Someone is thinking about marriage here. I don't know if someone in your circle just recently got married, or you or your partner is thinking about marriage. But it's as if they're questioning it, you know? They're raising questions about it in their head. Is it worth it? What does it do? Do I want to do that? What do I want to do in terms of relationship in the long run? So some of you may have a bit of existential questions here in terms of your relationship. Now, what to watch out for? Group number 3, any scams and spams, okay? Especially if you do have older parents or grandparents. Hi, Casey. Who, you know, they may fall for it. Shine a light on what may be happening right now in the world on social media so someone doesn't get hurt, okay, or someone doesn't sign up for a subscription that costs like $100 that they don't need, or someone doesn't share their information online or via phone call that is sensitive information. Basically, we're being shown here that for someone to watch out to be taken advantage of. But particularly, I don't feel like this is for many of you. This could be a parent, grandparent, someone who's not so tech savvy, if you will. All right? But yes, this is your week overall where you want to be spontaneous, you want to try new things, go for it. It's a great week for my witches and shamans. It's a great week for my people, those who had injuries, to go for retreats, go for spas, spend a bit more time healing your body. This is only for those who recently felt pain or discomfort in your body, or I don't know, you sprained your ankle. All right? That's what I got. Let's move forward, and we're gonna focus on your personal reads. I'm going to continue the list. Let me check. We have Elena, we have Chavita. Fourth, we got Shannon. And fifth, we have Tyler. Okay, Fatima, let's go. You've asked me 3 questions. Okay, I'm not gonna say the person's name. I'm just gonna give you the guidance for the first question. Thank you, Casey, for passing by. Is there a chance? Okay, let's see. What is the potential of this? What is the potential of this? Okay, the person that you're dealing with is a very straightaway sexual person. They tend to be very, very fiery. Probably really good in the bedroom too. Listen, I'm gonna tell you how it is. This person, what do they feel about this connection? It's a lot of chemistry on their mind for right now, okay? In terms of emotions, I feel like a lot of physical stuff needs to settle first for me to tell you how they feel in their heart. But one thing that I know for sure here is that this person definitely loves the way you look. You are hot in their eyes, they want to explore you, they want to smell your perfume, all of that jazz, okay? Now, what is the potential of this connection is there is a good potential here, but make sure what I want you to watch out for this, if it becomes quite heated from a get-go, this may die out, if you know what I mean. So make sure to take it a little bit slower, because I'm seeing a possibility for people to go very hardcore at first and very fast, and then it becomes uninteresting. Okay, so slow down the horses a little bit. Potential is there, but slow down the horses. One more thing, one of you is really, really busy. This could be a bit of a challenge, but it's up to you to work it out together. It takes 2 to tango. Why I'm saying that? Because someone may require a bit more attention than someone else is able to provide. Question number 2. Are they safe? Are they safe? You have a strong family. Kind of, they have this warrior energy about them. Yeah, they are safe. There is no need to worry about these people I'm seeing here. They're actually doing pretty good. And if there was a situation where there was danger, they have a plan. It's almost as if they have thought about everything in advance. If this happens, we're going to do this. If that happens, we're going to do that. They have a plan. There is no need to worry too much about these people because for so far everything is good. If something goes down, it seems that they would be pretty quick to make good decisions to get out of the dangerous situation. Pretty swift and smart decision making. Particularly a male in the family. What will the conference be like? Let's see. What will the conference be like? Okay, how will it be like for you? Not gonna lie, it's gonna be what you're gonna like. You're gonna like the place itself, the where it is being held. But I know this is not important for you. What's important is how everything is gonna go. It's gonna be heavy, okay? Let me tell you, there is something that you won't like. You will notice how if someone says something you won't agree with it, it's going to feel overall just energetically heavy. I do see that you can make good connections there, but overall it feels that that conference will drain the fuck out of you. Okay. And I would say have really good energetic and emotional boundaries before going into that conference because you tend to give out quite a lot and then you come home empty. What is the best advice for you here? Know why you're there. Focus on the work aspect of it. Focus on the purpose aspect of it. Try not to pay attention too much on individuals with who you don't agree or agendas that you don't agree with. Okay? There will be topics that you will be like, and because you're very passionate about this topic in general, you may want to kind of in your head lash out a little bit. And your cards are saying there's no need to do that. Know why you're there, build some connections, and don't try to be the person who solves everyone's problems. It is not all on your shoulders unless you make it to be. Confirmation. Here you go. It shouldn't be, basically the world's issues shouldn't be all on your shoulders. You shouldn't put it on yourself so much. You tend to do that. And you overwhelm yourself then and you go, oh, I don't have enough energy. Let's continue with Alana. Oh, congrats. You're seeing each other. I remember seeing a spark in the cards last time. Was it you or someone else? See, I tend to forget my readings. What are this person's feelings? One second, I wanna use one more deck. Listen, you haven't seen this person's true emotions just yet. Um, Say yes, it is going great, but this person still has a wall up. They're still kind of cautious. They're not putting all of their eggs in a basket, okay? Feeling wise, yes. Um, you know when they are around you, if they could talk, you make them feel as if there are no troubles in the world. You know when you're around a person sometimes and you feel that you forget about problems, that's the way you make this person feel. They do have a little bit of self-consciousness in terms of how they look, how they walk, how they talk. I don't know if you have noticed this or not just yet. This is someone who's well disciplined as well. But per emotions, for now, this person still has a bit of a wall up. So they haven't shown all of their cards to you. They are trying to be nice. But with this person, you need more time, okay? For you to see them for who they truly are. It's like an onion. You'd be peeling an onion. Yeah, could this be a happy relationship? You can build quite a lot of beautiful memories together. I'm not looking at the outcome just yet because this is fresh. And I split the deck. We have Seven of Swords, meaning I am blocked from the outcome itself. One thing to watch out for is if it's gonna become kind of hot and cold situation, I would be wary of that, and I would kind of create a distance. But overall, go on dates. Your cards are saying see each other and give to each other. Okay, make sure that it is equal. Not one person is investing most of the time or energy, affection, and the other one is kind of like, I don't know, I don't know. This has to be equal, and this person really appreciates that. And I really feel that this person is so reserved at this time, still, even if you may say, they don't look like that. The way that they are, truly, they are still reserved, the way you see them right now. Over time, the more that onion is being peeled, the more you'll be able to see how much they actually have to offer. Okay? So you may have to be patient with this individual, but I don't know how much patience you have. It is completely up to you. See, this person really hates conflict, maybe avoiding conflict. Sometimes you may notice that. You know, sometimes when people get scared of conflict, they don't really want to be face to face with a person, or they are trying even sometimes to put themselves aside and not tell their opinion, say their opinion because they want to avoid the conflict. This person really hates the conflict, and sometimes they may just say yes when they want to say no, especially at the beginning. Shavita, let's see. I want to use a texture tarot for you. I'm going to find a job this month. Pretty straightforward question. If we're talking about a month, a time frame, you will get an opportunity to work, but I don't really feel that you will want to take it though. Maybe you will not like the contract, or you will not like the terms, or what kind of job it is. What is your best advice here? And listen, your cards in general are saying don't step into an environment where you know you're going to give much more of yourself and you're going to be taken advantage of. Know your worth. So when you go to an interview, know your worth. Know that not only that they are hiring you, right, and they are looking at your CV and you're trying to present yourself well, but know your worth, that you're also giving them something. Don't take it only as, oh my God, will they give me a job? Look at it as, do I want this job? And also ask questions that are important for you, so that from those questions they understand that you know what you're worth, and you're not going to take just any contract. In that case, they may even offer you a bit more money, right? So yes, I do see an opportunity, but I'm not sure if you're going to really like it or take that offer, if we're talking more or less a month from now. Anything else? When I tap into the next job, it seems that you're going to be stepping into those shoes of an archetype of an intern. So there's going to be a lot that you'll have to learn at the beginning. Don't be afraid to ask questions and don't be afraid to learn, okay? Don't pretend that you know everything from a get-go. Ask questions in the first month in general. Once you're going to get that job that I'm talking about, ask a lot of questions. That's going to benefit you. I'm not talking about it in an interview, right? Once you start working, that's going to take you further, because I'm seeing a tendency for you wanting to just kind of be, I'm gonna figure it out myself, and you may waste quite a lot of time instead of asking a colleague, okay? There's something to do with timing. You gotta be you have a specific time frame when something has to be done. All right, Shannon. Mm-hmm. Can you please, Shannon, let me know what you meant by a sentence? I currently live my toxic relative. With your toxic relative, is that what you meant? Oh yeah, I got it. Mm-hmm. How do I see a path ahead to live on your own? Okay. What is your best advice? Listen, a lot of Pentacles, heavy focus on money first before anything happens. And since we have a Two of Pentacles here, your cards are indicating that there may be a need for you to either take extra hours at work, get a job and a part-time job. It's important if you want to get out of the situation and get out of this limbo with the Hanged Man over here. You gotta firstly focus on your money, okay? And this may mean that you are required to work your ass off for a certain period of time. I don't mean that it is going to be forever, but I'm seeing at least half a year is when you really become stubborn enough to get money. And it could be a job that you never worked before, but it pays you money. Could be a part-time job, anything really. With a hangman as well, think a little bit outside of the box. Be a bit more unique with knowing how to earn more money to be able to free yourself. That's when this freedom happens. But overall, yes, you will get there. But remember that this will require your efforts. And this reading, kind of the energy I'm feeling here, it's a bit of kicking the ass for you. Okay, go do it. Be stubborn about this in order for you to get out of the situation. In the long run, we do have the Queen of Pentacles representing you, meaning that you will live a good, peaceful life in the place that you truly like. Okay, but before that, what is happening here, we have stubbornness, we have willingness to work your ass off and to take care of all the things that need to be taken care of over here in order for you to get out of this situation. And it seems that once you do that, you're not going to be accepting this individual. Basically, this is saying, I'm not accepting your what you have to offer. This person usually has their hands crossed over their chest, saying, I'm not interested in this connection whatsoever. So there will be distance after you move on your own. Okay? Focus on your finances right now. Very important. Quite a lot of pentacles. Quite a lot of pentacles. Independence is key. The Queen of Pentacles is very independent in the way she walks her path. And she also is smart about getting money and keeping money. So that's basically your archetype that you may want to look at. Hi, Julia. Tyler, am I handling my love life correctly? Is there anything my guys want me to do differently? Are you guiding your love life correctly? Okay, one more second. Oh, okay, listen. Your cards are saying when dealing with individuals, hi Pisces Moon, when dealing with partners and individuals, what to look for and what to evaluate would be, do you see that person as a good father for your children? Is this person responsible enough? Is this person a family person? Basically, that's something for you to look for. The cards are not as much talking about the chemistry, the sexual aspect. They're more talking about the grounded things. Is this individual a good father? When I look at them, the way they walk, the way they talk, how they take care of their own circle, is this someone reliable? That's all you gotta look for. So if you are focusing on individual like this, then yes, you are leading your love life correctly and you're doing everything right. I'm seeing a very important aspect, children here. I don't know if you do have children. but it feels quite present to me over here. Basically, what you're doing is you're looking for an individual through the lens of a mother. And I know this doesn't sound very romantic, but that's what it is. Would you be laid back if you left this individual with a child? Would you feel, or would you know that they got your back? They got your back, they got the child, they're going to do everything, they know what to do. All right? That's what to look for in an individual. So that's what I got for you. I hope this made sense. Okay, let's see. Do we have anything else here today, or will I go and show? No, that's all for today. So thanks for passing by. I will probably put the timestamps for your piles tomorrow, because I will. Hi Fatima, yours was at the I don't want to say a beginning. It was just after the pick pile. I can't see what timestamp for now, but go back a little bit. I would say maybe half an hour or so. But I'm gonna go chill, and I hope, Fatima, what I said will make sense to you. Thanks for passing by. I'll put the timestamps up tomorrow.